क्या नाम है उसका? काकोली। काकोली। इसके बाद काकुल यादव जिनकी एंट्री हुई थी, काकुल यादव रहेंगी। हमारे बीच में है तनिष्का सोलके।
Being a law student and wearing this black coat, it's my duty to defend the Constitution and to protect the rights of the citizens. It's the very clear definition of democracy in the past historical background that the democracy was the actual reaction to the divine rights of the kings, absolutism of the government, and totalitarianism. The word democracy is actually comes from the Greek mythology. The word democracy in two parts, if we'll explain that the democracy, demos means the people and kratos means power and rule, which states that democracy clearly means that it's the people's rule, people's power. In Indian context, if we'll discuss that in India, the democracy is finely defined under the preamble of the Constitution. And it states that we, the people of India, I quote, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure all its citizens. Justice, political, economy and social. Equality of thoughts and expressions, belief, faith and worship. Equality, fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individuals, unity, integrity of the nation. You will say that these are the democratic principles and the values we are using in India. But I say that there are only three valuable principles of democracy in India. That are public participation, public accountability and defend and tolerance of defend. Let's start with public participation. You'll say that public participation, it simply means that we as citizens, we have to actively participate in the public debates. But no, public participation is the actual cornerstone of the democracy. We actually need to ensure that if we as a citizen in India, we have the Article 19, so it clearly mentions that there is a freedom of speech and expression, and we as a citizen, we has the right to publicly activate ourselves in the public consultancy, civic activities and what not. Next, the major democratic value, that is public accountability. Public accountability. If we understand how beautifully our Indian Constitution has been made, it has two simple paths. Where Article 19 gives you the freedom of speech and expression, Article 19 Clause 2 gives you the reasonable restriction also. In India, it actually states that there is a separation of powers and rule of law. Democracy doesn't mean that you are clearly having the right to speak up for their speech and expressions and to violate other people's rights. No, democracy in India actually means that you have the absolute power of freedom of speech and expression, but you also have the reasonable restriction under that article. I'll tell you one thing. 1975, the darkest nightmare of Indian democracy. The darkest nightmare, why I'm saying? Because it was the time of the emergency. The spear of democracy was actually thrown apart, was quickly in the paper, democracy was thrown apart. Why I'm saying this? Because on that time, judiciary was being the cornerstone in 1975 emergency. I'll tell you, in the case of ADM Jabalpur versus Shivkant Shukla, the dissenting judgment was done by H.R. Khanna. And what he has stated that no one, even including the government and state, has no right to suspension of the judicial remedy in in India. Later, the Supreme Court of India in 2017, by the case of K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India, has also stated and overruled the judgment of ADM Jabalpur versus Shivkant Shukla by the 9 judges bench, which clearly states that in India, judiciary is the supreme, and if judiciary is in dynamic nature, it will going to protect the democracy. Lastly, third point, defend and tolerance of defend. It very simply states that if in India you has the right to speak up for yourself, you actually need to defend also for the minority rights, for the human rights, for the vulnerable groups like women rights, child rights, and child trafficking. These are the vulnerable topics which we as a society and as a youth, we need to defend in the tolerance. So these are the 3 important democratic values. After that, the biggest question, how to protect the democracy in India and how to protect the democratic values in India. I know you'll say that we can safeguard the Indian judiciary or we can provide the legal awareness and whatnot. But what I'll say is that we can organize the democratic trainings. I'll tell you one very nice story. In India, we say that we need to mandate the democratic trainings. But I'll tell you, indirectly, in our own classrooms, we have learned about democratic trainings. हमारी क्लासरूम में जब एक बच्चे को क्लास मॉनिटर बनाया जाता था, उसे क्लास मॉनिटर इसलिए नहीं बनाया जाता था जिससे वो लीडरशिप और डिक्टेटरशिप दे क्लास के, बट एक्चुअली उसे ट्रांसपेरेंसी और द पासन ऑफ द थॉट्स को क्लियर करवाया जाता था. इफ किसी भी एक बच्चे के साथ कोई भी इनजस्टिस ड्यूरिंग द क्लास होता था, वो डायरेक्टली टीचर के पास ना जाकर क्लास मॉनिटर के पास जाकर एंड देन टीचर के पास जाकर अपनी प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस करेगा. सो दिस इज द कंप्लीट सेंस ऑफ अ डेमोक्रेसी. डेमोक्रेसी डजंट मीन दैट यू नीड टू इलेक्ट leader and he is having to hold the powers and they are going to work you as a puppet like structure. So by the conclusion, I just need to say that for a transparent democracy, we as a youth, we need to conduct more and more democratic trainings so that we can educate our youth. Lastly, I want to conclude by saying that former D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India, has rightly remarked, I quote, "That is why constitution and democracy works, because it even works when no one actually believe on it." Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
अंतिम प्रतिभागी के रूप में